Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since we did one of these videos, but this is going to be a tutorial and complete guide video on Feyd. I have played around 60-70 matches with the hero now and I have a very good understanding of how he works and some niche things about the hero that if you are starting new, you might not know about some different things that you can do with him. And in the end of the video, I'll be giving you guys advanced tips on how to play him. I have seen comments where players said it's very hard for him to escape after you engage. You kill them, but you still end up dying. And I'm going to teach you guys how to get out of a fight without dying. Okay. And more tips like that. So let's start with the abilities of Fade. This is pretty standard knowledge, but there is a little bit of new information even with his apparently very simple looking abilities. So let's start with the first ability. It's just a dash, but he can stun enemies while he is dashing. So let's remove the dummies. Let's put an enemy dummy. So when he dashes, he deals some damage and he knocks enemies up. It's a very powerful knockup. It's 3/4 of a second, 0.75 seconds knockup, which is very good. Considering that if there are three enemies standing next to each other, he can knock up all three of them for the same duration. So if you are able to do that, it's a very good CC for your team. Not only that, after dashing, you can see in the bottom, I'm clicking no, there is 3 and it's slowly going down. That is the enhanced auto attacks. After dashing, his auto attacks have 50% cooldown, 50% attack speed, sorry. Which means that normally his attack speed is like this, but after dashing, he attacks very fast. And the first 3 auto attacks are enhanced auto attacks. They will deal more damage than your normal auto attack. I'm not going to give you guys exact numbers or anything because I don't know it and it doesn't really matter. But it deals more damage than your average auto attack and it also heals you. Like as you can see, I got 217 health every auto attack that I did. This is especially good when you are jungling because when Fade enters the jungle when he is at low HP, he can go and attack these creeps and slowly he will get his full health by the time he finishes the red buff. So he's one of those junglers who can still jungle even if his HP is very low, which is amazing. There are some heroes who can't do that. And as a jungler, if you are able to try and avoid going back to your base as much as possible, that's going to be very good for you because the more time you spend farming, the better for your team. Because recalling and going back to the altar and coming back, it's a whole process and as Fate you can avoid doing. Okay, so that's the first ability. I forgot about the passive. So Fate has two forms. One is his normal melee form, which happens when he's standing on the ground, of course, and then when he gets on top of a wall, this is his ranged form, and here his auto attacks are ranged auto attacks, meaning that they will deal slightly less damage. So your melee auto attacks are definitely going to be stronger and deal more damage than your ranged auto attacks. And your ranged auto attacks don't have any healing. Okay, like the first ability healing from the melee auto attacks. You can still heal if you have lifesteal items. So if you buy equipments like healing equipments like Blood Weeper or this one heals, right? Yeah. So if you buy these equipments, you can attack enemies and it will heal you. Even your ranged attacks will heal you, but it doesn't have any innate healing on its own. Okay. One more thing to note is that whenever Fade is on top of walls, he gets extra stun and extra slowdown. You can go here and see that. Let me give you the exact numbers. 25% increase. So let's say if someone is throwing a stun at you, which is supposed to be 1 second, when Fade is standing on a wall, that stun will be 1.25 seconds. It will be 25% more. If someone is slowing you by 75%, he will be slowed much more. It will be like 87.5% or something. I don't get me on that. Okay, but 25% increased duration of stuns and slowdown abilities. This you might have not known because I learnt about it just when I was getting ready to make this tutorial myself. Another thing that you should know about Fate standing on the wall is that if there is an enemy, like right here. Let's see how far our vision can see him. So once we are like about here, he disappears or he is out of our screen, right? But if you are standing on top of a wall, even right here, you can see him. Your vision range increases by 20%. Okay, so you can see his overall field of vision increases. Right now it got zoomed in, right? But when he climbs on a wall, his overall vision increases. See, you can see more of your surroundings, which makes sense because he's standing on an elevated surface, meaning that he'll be able to see more. Okay, one more thing that you should note is that when you are standing on the wall, your second ability cooldown will come very fast. Like it's 13% faster. Okay, like normally if the cooldown is let's get down. So the cooldown right here is um just hold on. Okay, it's it's recharging at this speed, right? We used one stack and the stack is recharging at this speed. But if you use a stack and if you're on the ground, it recharges 13% slower. It's not that big of a deal, 13%, but just keep in mind that if your second ability is on cooldown and let's say you're waiting for a fight to happen, the enemies just died and they are respawning, and you have only one stack of your second ability. Instead of waiting on the ground, okay, instead of waiting on the ground, just wait on a rock. Okay, like if you're waiting for them to come so that you can fight again, if you're standing on a rock, your second ability will come out of cooldown, you will get more stacks a bit faster. Okay, so that's another passive of Fade. Okay, these are all his passives. Now let's go to the second ability. The second ability is you all already know, it's just the dash that gets him over on the wall. You cannot use the dash normally. You can only use it if you are aiming it at a wall, and you will have a clear indicator which shows which part of the wall you're going to climb on. This is very useful when you're trying to chase a hero. Try to use it as far as possible. Okay, so you can get on the wall here and then run all the way up there, or you can directly jump to that part. Okay, it's up to you. Let's say the enemy is running this way. That time you have to jump uh, from here. Instead of going there, you might want to jump here or you might want to jump here. Okay, so even in one singular wall, there are multiple areas in which you can jump, but note that you won't always be able to access the farther away. Like you cannot go through this wall and hit that wall. If a wall is in between, you cannot skip one wall and go to the other wall. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's the second ability. Once you get down from the wall, the second ability will go into a cooldown. It's like 6 seconds cooldown, and then when you're on top of the wall, your second ability has only a cooldown of 1 second. You can keep using it, and once you consume all the stacks, it will start regenerating slowly. Until then, if you're on the wall, you can keep using it. But once you get down, the ability goes into like a 6 second cooldown. In the late game, it's like 4 seconds. Okay, that's all about the second ability. If you are having the second ability, also very important thing. I am glad I didn't forget it. While jumping, you can still use your auto attack, even while you're flying. Okay, let me show you how it works. Let's put a dummy here, and let's say I'm here. So I'm going to jump all the way to that wall. Okay, and while jumping, if I'm spamming auto attacks, see, I used two auto attacks mid-flight. It's very, very important. You might be like, it's just two auto attacks, but he's an attack damage hero, not an attack speed hero, which means that every single one of his auto attacks are going to be devastating for enemy mages and marksmen or even assassins. Okay, so keep in mind, this is something that I got to know very late. While you are mid-air, you can still use your auto attacks. This can be used to outplay other assassins who are trying to catch you. It's basically like, let's say Wukong is trying to catch you. You jump from this wall, keep attacking, and then jump from this wall, keep attacking. And you are able to attack while you are moving, but they can't attack you because you are flying here and there. They have to properly come and attack. That's the best outplay ability of Fade. Now the third ability is fairly simple. Um, okay, I don't think we'll be able to do that against this. So let's turn on the AI. I'll show you guys how it works. It's fairly common knowledge, but if you are new to Fade and if you're looking to learn him just now, this might be helpful. So we'll deal damage to the enemies. Okay. So when their HP is low enough and exactly 1/8. So you can see another bar right there. You see a silver color bar, right? If the health is below that, if you click your alt again, they will automatically die. It's basically like execute. If you have used execute, you know, when you're near an enemy and their HP is low, it will show you an arrow showing how much your execute will deal damage to them, whether your execute can kill them or not. Similar to that, Fade will also have a marker after he uses his ult. Okay, so right now it's not there. Once I use my ult, you see that silver color line has popped up. So your job right now is to deal damage to them, and if you are not able to deal damage to them, they won't die. It's very underwhelming. The damage of the ult is very bad. But if their HP is below 1/8, even if they are a very big tank, let's say it's Kui with 20 stacks, even Kui with 20 stacks will just die. All that matters is the percentage. If they are below 1/8, they will just shatter, and that's one of the coolest things in the entire game, according to me. Okay, uh, so yeah, that's the third ability. Now these things. Okay, one more thing. I almost forgot. Your third ability can be used while you are standing on top of the wall as well. And when you are using it from the wall, it's like a dash, but you will also come down from the wall. So remember that you can't use it to jump from one wall to another. So if you use it, he will attack, he will put the marks on the enemies who are down below. See, we have marked the dummy, and we'll also come down from the wall. This is useful if, let's say, your first ability is on cooldown, and you need to escape. So you jump on the wall, and then you use your ultimate and go on the other side, because you can't use your first ability again immediately, right? So if your second ability has only one stack and you have to quickly get down and run away, use your ult to get down and run away. You can also use your ult mid-air. Let's say you're right here. While jumping mid-air, you can use your ultimate to attack enemies. You don't necessarily need to go all the way, and you don't need to land here and then use your ult. You can use your ult while flying. The same works for the first ability also. So while flying, you can use your first ability to stun enemies down and start attacking. This is very useful. Okay, I guess we have slowly come into the advanced tips now. So these are the some of the tips that I will give you for Fate. So let's say, let's clear these dummies. Let's say an enemy is standing in a way where there is no rock or no, let's just say the enemy is standing here. Yeah, let's just put him here. So that's a marksman. Now you want to kill the marksman, but you can't reach him. You have to stun him for killing him, because if you don't stun him, he's just going to two-shot you and you are going to die. So I'm trying from this wall, I can't reach him. So I go from this wall. From here also I can't reach him. So I go to this wall. Again, not reachable. So what you should do is you should attack him mid-flight. That's right. That's when you have to see, this time I was able to reach him and I was able to stun him. So this is one of the hardest things to do while the match is happening, because it's like you are a very squishy hero. You will die in two shots. If an enemy attacks you, you are dead. You have to quickly come with a plan on which rock you are going to jump to connect to that enemy, because most of the time the enemies won't come near the wall. Like, they won't come near the wall. If they are near the wall, it's easy kill for you. Fade will just jump on the wall, immediately dash his first ability and finish him off. But if they're standing away from the wall, you have to use your second ability on another wall, which is between uh, uh, where the enemy is standing and there are two walls. The enemy is in the middle. You have to jump from one wall to another while in the middle, attack them like straight down. It's like Spider-Man. Just if the enemy is in the middle, swing from one building to another, but drop down in the middle so that you can attack him. Okay. So I hope that was pretty clear and you guys understood what I was trying to say, because that's one of the hardest things to do with Fade. If an enemy is standing next to the wall, again, it's very, very easy. Just jump on the wall, quickly jump, alt, and they will die. In the late game, it's just like that. But if the enemy is far away, jump on the wall, jump to the next wall, and then attack. Okay. So yeah, that's the first tip that I want to give you guys. The second tip that I want to give you guys is, let's say there are four enemies and they're all at low HP. I talked about this in my previous gameplay video. So it is very tempting, especially let's say all these enemies are at half health. Okay. It's very tempting to just jump in, mark all of them, and use your ult. But keep in mind that Feyd is not an area damage hero. Unless all the enemies are standing on top of each other, you cannot go in and kill all of them. It rarely works, and it's like it's pretty impossible. So what you should do is play like a marksman. Okay, play like a marksman if there are more enemies. Because if there are four enemies, if you try to jump in like this and kill them, you will surely die. This is the problem that a lot of new players with Fate face. I used to face it as well. It's so tempting to just jump into four enemies, mark all of them, and you want to execute all of them. You want to see all of them break into form into great jade crystals and explode, but it won't work. It won't work. What you should do is play like a marksman, stand far away, just do this. So kill one or two enemies just with your auto attacks. And then when only one or two enemies are left, then you have to go in with your first ability or your ult. Okay. Until then, in any team fight, stand, wait for the right moment, just use auto attacks. Don't be hasty at all, because I am really hasty with Fade and I have suffered so many times. Like I died unnecessary deaths trying to dive in. It looks so tempting, they're all half health. I think okay, I can just go kill all of them. It never works because he's not an area damage hero. You can't hit all of them, only one or two will die, and you will also die, which is not worth it. So instead, whenever a fight is happening, just stand and use auto attacks. And if the enemies are running away, just chase them on the walls. Like, let's say they are running down this way to the bottom lane, they are retreating. So jump, chase, attack, keep attacking while running, keep attacking while running, keep attacking while running. Like you can easily follow enemies with Fade. He's one of the fastest heroes, especially when the fight is happening near walls. Okay. One more tip that I want to give you guys is this stupid wall. This stupid wall is one singular wall. This is one of the worst areas for Fade to fight. Okay. And coincidentally, that's where your jungle will end. Why I'm saying that is, if the enemies are standing like right here, it's very hard as a Fade to hit them. You can't directly go all the way up to there, right? It won't work. So your best option is to go right here. As you can see, it's like right here. Even though I'm pointing here, it takes me here only. And the problem with that is, if the enemies are running that way, if they are running towards their tower, like coming here, and then you can't, this is one singular wall. You can't jump on the same wall once again. Like I can't go from here to there. It won't work because it's one connected wall. Okay. So you have to run like this. And then you have to attack. Like it beats the whole point. So what I will usually do is I will climb on this wall, and from here we can go here. And that's it. If the enemies run that way, then jump again this way and chase them. Okay, never come from here and then go here. Unless the enemies are aggressive and the enemies are pushing, because from here you can't do anything. You just need to walk like an idiot, and it's not a good thing. Okay. And now let's go to the top lane. Again, the same problem is there. Once you play a few matches with Feyd, you will understand the shortest route between. Okay, here once again, like if I'm right here, I have to go around and then I have to jump. And then this thing, right? This wall, this is two walls. It looks like one wall, but it's actually two walls. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, now I am here in the top lane. This is also one of the worst places to fight with Fate because this looks like okay, I have to jump from here to there, but it won't work because this is one big stupid ass wall. So you can't jump from here to there. It won't work. You have to jump here and jump here and then jump there. You have to use three dashes just to go this thing. Otherwise, you have to walk all the way around. This place in the DS lane or the Overlord lane, Clash lane, it's even worse than Farm lane. At least here you don't have that additional U-shaped bend in the corner of the map. Okay, so that is one more thing. The best places to fight with Fade, obviously, it's in the middle of the jungle where you have access to multiple walls. You can just keep jumping around and no one will be able to catch you. So let's say an assassin is trying to catch you. This is what you should be doing. Just keep attacking while jumping and they will not be able to catch you at all while you are kiting them and you keep using auto attacks. And if they are another assassin, let's say Wukong or Levi or Uki or Tachibana or any squishy hero, your auto attacks will deal so much damage to them. At one point they will retreat or they will just die. Okay. So yeah, those are the tips. I will be uploading another gameplay video of Fate soon. I'm trying to think if I have missed something that I should say in the video. Just give me a sec. I'll stop the recording now. I'll think for a bit and then I'll come back to you if I have any more tips before ending the video. All right, one more tip that I almost forgot. If you are playing against another squishy hero who's trying to kill you, let's say Wukong once again. Don't ask me why I'm mentioning Wukong again and again. The thing is, use your second ability and get these three enhanced, first ability and get these three enhanced auto attacks. Okay. And then, if you climb on a wall, your attack speed will be very high. Like, normally, this is how I shoot from walls. And if I use first ability, I get down from the wall and I have to go close and attack them with melee, right? But if I use my first ability and then get on the wall, I have three enhanced auto attacks. You saw how immediately he did those three attacks. It's especially good against other assassins who are trying to catch you because you don't want to go down and fight them. Let's say Wukong again. If you go close to him, he will one-shot you. Like he will just destroy you and you have to quickly attack him. So if you know that Wukong is like right there, what you should do is dash and then climb on the wall and then go and quickly do three attacks on him and his HP will go down very quickly, and if he tries to attack you, jump away. If he tries to run away, you chase him and you can finish him off from there. And one more thing that you should know about the enhanced auto attacks, when you are standing on wall, it can attack two enemies. As you can see, my normal auto attacks attack only one enemy, but if they are enhanced, it will also attack another enemy who's nearby. See, those three attacks alone did two damage to two enemies. It's not that much, but it's worth noting. The main part is your attack speed is high. That's the important thing. Okay. So yeah, this is another tip that I want to give you guys. Okay, one last tip before ending the video. You can use your ultimate on uh, these jungle creeps. You can also use them on minions. If you use your ultimate on the sage buff, if the enemies are invading you and you just want to make sure you get the sage buff, your ultimate is much better than your punish because they cannot steal the blue buff from you. If you use your ultimate and if you click it properly, if the same concept as for the enemy heroes, when the sage buff is below 1/8 health, it will show you here itself. See, you can see the health, right? It will go down to 1 health, and no matter who tries to steal it, they cannot steal it from you. It's impossible to steal it. The same works for these creatures also. I can't believe how they let it go. But even an abyssal dragon, or what is it? Even an overlord or a tyrant, let's deal damage to it. And now I'll mark it. This is the Tempest Dragon, right? So I marked it. You can see that, you can see the marker, right? Once the HP is below that, the enemies cannot steal it. It's such a good thing to note. I actually did not know about this for a very long time. It's really cool to see the whole Tempest Dragon just turn into Jade and just destroyed. But the important part is the enemies cannot steal it. So if Feyd is attacking, you have to either quickly kill Feyd or you have to attack him and make him run away. Otherwise, you will not be able to steal the dragon at all. Because it's much easier than the punish. Right? Punish only deals 3000 damage, but this thing deals a lot more damage than that. The ultimate 1/8 of the it's not exactly 1/8 for these big creatures. Okay, don't say okay if it has 100,000 health. If the Tempest Dragon has 100,000 health, um, like will my ultimate deal 20,000 damage to him? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. As you just saw, it was like a small amount, but it's easier to use than the punish. So use your ultimate if you are trying to get in the early game. If you are trying to get the overlord or the tyrant at 4 minutes, just use your ultimate. If the enemies are there, they cannot steal it. You will surely get it. Okay. So I'm going to end the video right here. I can't really think of any other tips for you guys. So keep in mind, let me give you a small summary. Play him like a marksman in the late game. Whenever there are three or more enemies, don't jump in because you will die. You will die. You are a squishy hero. You will die. And this is the build, by the way. I will also put the build in the video. But this is the build. So this build cannot survive jumping into four enemies. You will get a kill or two kills, but you will also die, which is not what you want. Play him like a marksman. With this build, you will deal so much damage with your ranged attacks. Just stay, use ranged attacks until the enemies are low in number. And if they start running, then you go in. Until they are not running, if you go in, you will die immediately. Okay. And then use your second ability properly. The more matches you play, the more you will understand how the second ability works and how to better optimize it. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I'm glad I was able to do a tutorial video after a very long time. And I'm glad I was able to give this many tips because usually when I make tutorials, it's a new hero that just got released and now I'm not able to really give an in-depth guide or anything. I just explain the abilities and call it a day. But since I played this hero a lot and since I personally like this hero a lot, I was able to explore more. I was able to understand more about the hero and thereby I was able to give you guys more tips as well. If any Fade main is watching this video, if you have any more tips that I forgot to mention in this video, or if I don't know about that, let me know in the comments so that I can pin that tip so that other people can watch it and learn extra from the video. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful. And if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a really great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.